many times for many months.
Right.
Since the beginning.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name right
Still
now.
there. Here we go. Now let's go ahead and leave him alone.
There we go.
Go
Yeah.
from there.
Because that's not our job.
Yeah, that's not a.
Okay.
But yeah, he doesn't talk right. Uh, Drinking heavily, and it's obviously been going on for so long that it's caused brain damage. Been ignored for so long. Just pisses me off to see that, and that nobody cares. She'll just walk on by,
Hey,
and that's maybe somebody's father, somebody's son.
right.
You know,
Hey, no, that's real talk. I mean, I'm guilty of what you just described.
exactly.
I'm guilty of that because I would have just walked on by, you
Or,
know.
or, or too afraid.
I would have thought he was okay.
What
He's fine. You
that
know,
person
he's
does something
breathing.
bad? Would I take him into my home?
No, you wouldn't.
I don't.
You'd have to it'd take you a couple, you know, however long it takes a person to get to bond with that person, a year maybe, before you offer, you know, say, hey man, you know what, I here's the this is all comfortable. You know, I did that one time. You know, there was this gentleman I used to see on my way to and from work. You know, and it took me a while before I started giving him things. You know, and you know, and he looked like the kind of person would know you wasn't gonna talk to, and he was like this. He was like this because he wanted to be like this. You know, so I gave him $5 one time, and then I told him, you know, one time I saw him again. You know, a couple weeks later, he comes up and he asks me, he says, "Hey man, you know, can you give me some more change?" And then I says, yeah, not today though, you know, because I was thinking how I was gonna approach what I wanted to do. I wanted to shave him up, get him all shaved up and cleaned up, and but I wanted to do it without um, uh, persecuting him, you know, ridiculing him, you know, saying that you know this is unacceptable. Um, so I said, oh okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, yeah, for sure. You know, I says, so I see him one time. You know, I says, hey man, hey, I'm on my way to cash my check. I just got paid today, and you know what? I got a couple hours. And said, you like TV? He's like, yeah, no, I don't do the TV. And I said, I got video games. And you like to drink? Yeah, yeah, beer. Yeah, for sure, beer. And I says, all right. And you hungry? Oh, yeah, yeah. But then when I touched on the subject, I said, hey man, we go back to my place and stuff. And you know, and hey, if at all possible, like I said, it wasn't really easy for me to approach the subject. So I said, you know, hey, if at all possible, you know, we'll get you cleaned up. Hey, bam, all bets was off. As soon as I said that, stopped, put the brakes on his little shopping cart, went, looked through his shopping cart, looked around, and then he went into his this mode like he didn't even know me no more. You know, like he treats everybody. You know, and I
Because he was fearful.
no, he wasn't fearful. You know, he was. I had encroached on his hmm, yeah his personal yeah yeah I did and I knew it, you know, and because I it took me a couple months to figure out how I was gonna say this to this guy, you know, and I wanted to do it without him feeling that I was trying to hurt his feelings, or
Talking about it right now. We don't want to enforce it. We want the city to enforce it. We want to see what the city does about this particular matter
Well,
because that's what we're talking
City
about.
Hall is part of that system.
Yeah,
City Hall will call if they want
I
to,
understand you.
right?
And normally we would and we respect you. But in this particular case, it's a prime example, and we want to see what the city does about it
Like I said,
so that we have an example of what we're
well,
trying to change.
I don't know. I'm not getting that.
What does the city do about this?
Well, he's
cheers.
not drunken. He's just sleeping on the sidewalk, and the
Yeah.
police will not come for them sleeping on the sidewalk because it's this sidewalk.
So the police will do what when they
Ignore it.
come?
They're not going to come.
They'll ignore it.
They'll just ignore it.
No, because you guys are here and he's sleeping like
Told
on the
Uh-huh.
you.
sidewalk instead of there. I could say something, but nothing's going to happen.
I told you.
So
Yeah.
normally, if we hadn't been here,
Yeah, if you
if
weren't
you had
If
told
we
the
weren't here, then
city
what?
right, if
that
somebody else, well, then I call the police and there wouldn't be this political situation, and they come right out and haul
Take
them
care of
off.
it.
so because
Where
we're
would they take
here
them?
We're in
because
interference.
To
because
jail
we're
or
No,
here.
treatment or
no.
what?
They're feeling that it's the situation
It's
is
political.
under control.
No, it's because it's political.
It's
I mean, the
political.
police already said that because
Yeah.
they won't come because of that.
It's risky.
But if it wasn't, where would they take them?
I don't know because
Cheers.
I don't choose.
Cheers.
They might take them
Where's
choose.
Cheers?
Soup and
It's
crackers.
across the river.
Soup and crackers. See? Look, moved. Uh-huh. Said, soup and crackers.
Nice.
No, that's cheers,
So in the
for
morning
real.
when we're gone, they would do something?
Hmm?
Definitely.
In the morning when we're gone, they would do something?
Yeah, definitely.
So in one regard,
Too
we're
much traffic going up and
interrupting
down the sidewalk. Cheers has
the
come over first.
how things would go.
Right. Unfortunately, because this person's after this person after this person, and they've all kind of decided to go. I see nothing.
It's not worth it be hassled in this regard for them.
Well, I mean,
Well, that
So
I don't
I get
understand.
soup and crackers?
the
He,
city
he does
attorney
he does
keeps
this.
not.
He drinks. He passes out, and he does this all over every night. So, what would somebody possibly do?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tell me
Thank
more
goodness
about
for
Cheers. What
cheers.
is Cheers?
Cheers is what?
It's an overnight
It's a
help to
detox center.
detox them.
6
Yeah, it's where
hours.
they
6 to 7 hours.
Yep.
Detox.
Another
then what?
detox
They
Then
knock
let
is
them
on the
go.
door and see if he
sleeping.
wants help. Or
No.
And
No, they
he's
let
They
them out
kick
in
sleeping.
the
you out.
street
you've
They
been in
kick
there?
you. Yeah,
And
dude.
he's
Everybody
sleeping.
go there.
after
Get
six
drunk.
I've been
hours.
there.
Get
I
drunk
don't
and
know.
pass out on the
Yeah.
street.
Oh.
That sounds
Soup
about
and
right.
crackers
Yeah.
for 6 hours.
Just let them go and he
Then when you
meanders wherever he
sober up,
goes.
you're able to walk out on your own. You're going home.
They don't
Close
offer
enough.
anything after that. They don't take
Soup
you
and
anywhere.
crackers, a place to be off the street for six
Yeah,
hours.
basically, it's a babysitting service. Well, that's what it is,
Basically,
They,
right?
they, they don't get into your personal business like,
the officers.
hey, buddy, you're drinking, you're passed out, and we can give you some help for that. Would you like to go through a program?
No.
They don't do that.
Well, because they know the answer before they.
Certainly not. I can take care of
They
myself.
know the answer. Where's this place
Of
at?
course, they go back to the drink.
It's across the river. Yes.
I want to go see it.
It's on, what is it, Davis or
Is it what?
Cooch?
Oh yeah, it's in the northeast area.
Yeah, it's either on Davis or Cooch.
Got two or three of them.
Just on the north side of Burnside.
One right here. There's one in front of me.
It's fairly close in on the southeast area, or well northeast area, I
Yeah,
should say.
it's
Right there by the
So it's
bus.
not Hooper. I know where Hooper is.
If you take the number 20 bus, it'll take you right over close to there.
So
It'll take you very
that
close.
makes me want to know
That's
how
where
do
it's
you
going.
get
We're
here?
going the other way.
I mean, this is what he does,
well, since they're not listening to me now, if you call them, they probably come
right? But what?
because then it's a
Why?
concerned citizen versus me.
Why?
Why?
I
I
guess
have
I'm
no
naive.
idea.
I'm
It's
naive,
because
but
we
why
get
would that
some
help
kind of
anything?
sway.
Because
Since we're here, being
I
political,
called, they don't want to do
Right.
it.
Right, but
we have
what?
sway.
So
I mean, he's not disturbing me in
So
any
if
way,
she
but
calls, then she has
is he
sway.
harming himself by being
Then they'll
there?
come and take care of it. But when he puts us on the line,
That's what I'm
He,
saying. So,
in a way,
so the
he
fact that
is.
he's
In a way, he is, but in a way, he's not because we're here. If something was wrong,
we
we
would
would have
know.
called.
We would
We
know.
would be helping him. We would have flagged police down and everything. Just like when I said Rome fell out over there, because we were sitting there looking at it and laughing, they kept going by.
which is why he probably came to the group because he knew he was safer
Right.
with his own and in numbers.
Yeah. Kind of like a
Um,
family. We're
no,
gonna cover up for
he's
him.
just a social dude. He's
yeah,
visited me
he's
in the
got his own
morning,
camp.
and he he's
Where does he
made
start hanging then if he's
conversation.
not with us?
When he gets really drunk, he sometimes talks to the sky and stuff, but emotionally, it's not like that, which is
Oh, y'all should have saw him last night. It was
I'm not
hilarious.
calling
So maybe we should
Scott.
take
Try to comedy, huh?
right? Maybe we should take cameras and go over to Cheers and watch what happens and film the whole process and watch them be
No, they
released
won't
and
let
walk
you
back
in
out.
if you're not
Not
intoxicated.
inside, from outside.
Oh, right, right. Yeah.
Watch the whole process
An
go by.
observation is what he's saying. Is what you're saying. An observation.
Yeah. Are they? Is she gonna call? Are they
I
gonna have her
doubt it.
call her?
I doubt it. For us
But
to
okay,
There's
call.
Oh yeah,
nobody
we have
sitting
to
there
call. That's
anymore.
right. That's what she said.
Yeah.
no.
If anyone's gonna
She
call
she'll
ambulance,
call,
we'd have them.
Yeah.
she'll call, and they won't come because like she has to say the what you call it of the what's the scope of the emergency, like on a scale of 1 to 3.
Who has feminists and also in
Zero.
addition to that, there's a
'Cause,
feminist
you
going
know,
against us males
and then she
as
probably will
female
throw in there,
male
well,
chauvinist.
they want to
Females
see if
don't think we have
somebody
male
is going to come
chauvinism
out to help
possible.
this guy.
Okay, an
No, she
example
won't say that.
of female chauvinism I saw
I don't think she's going to say anything that's going to
Trump
get him any type of
on the internet
assistance.
when I was on Facebook.
She
I
said
took
she
it
wants
off
to call
my
for good measure,
grab
and
bag. What it was this
hmm?
one woman was dressed up
Well, because you guys put her on the
as an
spot. You
elephant
guys threw her up under the
and
bus.
No,
basically
no. She
demeaning the
said
male
that she
who's
calls and they don't do
got a rope
anything
around his neck,
because it's
hanging,
political because we're
not
here.
totally hanging, he's
Right.
on the top of a
Right.
box.
So
So,
so
But
she's going to give it a
somehow,
try
some way, she had him
because
set
we've
up
been talking about being
whereas
concerned. She's
maybe the
concerned too.
flight was
So
wrong. She would pull him the box
I think she's just
off,
going to
and
give
she
it another
said
try. But
that she would give him
she
a
just told me if
keychain
we
if he
called, they'd
comes in
come.
her mouth and he
But if
keeps
she
playing with
calls,
the
they're not going to
box.
come.
Now that's female
They don't get a
chauvinist
lot of
behavior.
respect. That's what I'm getting.
Feminists feel
if
radical
we
like this.
call
But these
her, they'd
things
be
are,
overjoyed.
I mean, a guy cannot
Yeah,
Oh,
not.
restrain
y'all want us to
himself.
take care of your
If she,
problems
she's
now,
gonna
huh?
make
Yes.
the
Oh,
move.
okay.
So
Yeah.
she literally
Here's the
Yeah.
says, I'm
problem.
going to
No
hang you,
vigil.
whether you
Problem
like it or
solved.
not. You got an
Goodbye.
option.
No more
So,
sidewalk
but that's
action
female
because it's
chauvinist
a
behavior.
hazard and we
Huh.
have to enforce it. So
Yeah.
goodbye. Yeah, I
And
don't
it's the
agree
same
with
thing with
asking the
males.
cops to help
They
us.
put women down because they're weak
And I won't
themselves.
stop somebody if they feel like
But
they
when they
need to
become
call the
strong,
police
all
for
of a
their own
sudden,
reasons. But I'm
well,
saying
we can't have
I
those
would
women.
never
They're
advise
too
it
tough for
right now
us.
because
They kind of don't know what to do.
even if you
But
talk to a really great police
the
officer who
extremes
really
is what we're
genuinely
dealing with
cared,
here.
the
And I'm
moment it
trying
gets
to
up to their
find the
supervisor and
center,
they find an
and that's a
opportunity, they'll
challenge.
just shut it down
Yep.
and
You're a
go.
cop
Because you
caller.
have the two extremes. My dad was a chauvinist,
They'll say,
and
"Oh,
I've
well, you
seen
guys can't take
female
care of yourself.
chauvinists in action,
Obviously, you need to be shut
and I've
down." This whole
seen
thing.
I'm gonna say that's what
racism,
they
and I've
said
seen
about the
reverse
counts.
racism.
They said exactly that.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's called
I'm gonna say that
the
it's actually
bigotry that when
Homeland
you go to an
Security who ordered
extreme,
it in 17 cities
there's
and
a problem
probably
with
a lot
bigotry,
more than
both
that.
from the radical feminists to the radical
You know they
male
did that, right?
chauvinists.
99.
I call
I'm
the
gonna say
feminists,
there's
the radical ones, female chauvinists. They're
a
just as
month
bad as the male
ago
chauvinists.
they were on the news.
They're
I'm gonna
just the
say it's either
extremes, and whenever you
Utah,
have the extreme, you've got a problem.
but they
It's the
got
same
a
thing with
small
politics.
occupation
Radical conservatives
that's
and
probably
radical
about
liberals.
15
It
people
seems that it
strong,
comes back
and
around
they're
and they come
still
together in
camped
the
out.
end. It's because
Good
of the
job.
extremism.
Yeah, so
You got to
they
find the
pay for
center.
their own porta
That's
potty.
the challenge.
That was one of the
I'm a
stipulations
conservative, and I'm
once they went up and
striving
was
to find
running.
the center.
I'm liberal.
Wasn't
You're very
nobody
liberal,
gonna
more
do their
so than
porta
I am.
potty for them, so they pay for their own porta
But I
potty.
try to find the center
And
between
I
conservative
believe
and liberal. It's very challenging because
I
I come from a very
believe
conservative
the
background.
tents
But my
come
mom
down.
is a,
I'm gonna say
a
they
liberal
don't come
Republican.
down. I'm gonna
My
say
dad's
they're still standing
conservative
since
Democrat.
day one.
And in this day and
And I
age,
want to say it's
three
either
people
in Idaho,
matter.
it's in one of them predominantly white states.
Well, it's a challenge.
Idaho.
I was with
Was it
Democrat
Idaho?
developer.
I'm thinking. No, that was something else.
It's one of them, and it's a small one. They're in front of the federal courthouse, and I'm saying that's the only reason their occupation is still standing is because that that federal courthouse is protecting it. So
That sounds like us.
well, yeah,
There's a
sorta.
person yelling at himself.
Radio.
Yeah, well,
Or maybe he's
And
singing.
maybe it's the
yeah.
we're not having a performance either.
It's probably
It's just on part
actually. I think a lot of the aggravated folks coming down here are actually just pissed off because they got out of jail, not having a good day. get released have nothing. You know, they're in a bad spot.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
they designed it that way.
Did you hear the interview with? Have you been on and seen any of the interviews that I did? Okay, there's an interview with.
whatever the case may be, they'll lease
There's
you.
an interview with
But you know what's also a lot of
Jeffrey.
important
Who?
Jeffrey.
another one of everything is
Jeffrey's down there. Traveler with a bicycle got out of trying to run from Clackamas County Jail. Didn't want to go. Doesn't want to go. And he told me why. So, you know those tires that are up on the Vigil? Those are his. So, anyway. Yeah. Listen to that. It's amazing what he has to say about Clackamas County Jail. I don't blame him for being afraid to go. It's kind of like there was a girl, I won't say her name, but there was a girl who was talking about a couple years ago when she was in the foster care system
isolated.
and why so many street kids are actually foster care runaway, group home runaway. Yeah, I could see why somebody would run away. Sure, it's a terrible situation.
What I'm saying is
I wouldn't support somebody having to be in that group home
right. But
after hearing that. Any minute now we'll have a viewer and it'll be Dan. If he makes good. We'll see. So I noticed something. We have some kind of a 6 month end the camping ban party. Anniversary party. So you see that? 6 month end the camping ban. City Hall Vigil pizza party. June 1st, 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. Bring a pizza and a candle. Wow, if everybody brought a pizza and a candle, we'd sure be full. So, we'll find out what the security guard says about this gentleman. Hi. They're coming? Alright.
We're gonna film it. Cool. All right, you gonna film what happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I guess I was talking to, okay, so here's a little backstory. We were talking to the security guards here at City Hall, asking what should be done about this gentleman. And I feel kind of naive because I don't know that anything needs to be done. Here's a guy who's passed out drunk, and I've seen him several times. Does he need to be disturbed? Does he need to have the cops involved? Um, anyway, we know this guy. He does get incoherent and
and we're going to show
joins
what
in
happens on a
socialize.
daily basis, how this is handled.
Well,
Right?
yeah, except
Why is it left like this? What happens? Where it's supposed to go? You know.
this is your thing. I mean,
So be it. Because
Blake
that's what we're
says
that's
he's
what we're talking about.
Blake says he's going to involve himself. So he's going to jump in front of the people when they trying to help that guy.
No, I wouldn't do anything
That's what
because we need to show what happens
that's
on a
what
daily
we
basis.
said.
what?
And I need to. Nothing's gonna happen. Come on. I'm gonna. I need to get rid
Were
of
you
this garbage.
kidding?
Yeah.
He was
No.
kidding?
Yeah.
Okay,
I need to get rid of this
I'm
garbage.
glad.
Okay, here we go. You might want to move that little back. They don't like to be filmed a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? You might want to
Yeah.
put it on over here a little bit more if we can.
Well, I'll just stick it over here.
Yeah, you
They
can
won't
move
even
that.
know it's here.
Can't say that.
And then I'm gonna get rid of this garbage.
pulled up here. Got one going. One's going up there. There's another one.
Here it comes. They just went to park on the side. All right. Said real good. He's pulling off real fast. He's gonna get behind him.
I think that's